Hello, I'm Andrew Hsu, president of the College of Charleston. The College of Charleston is excited to launch a groundbreaking opportunity right here in South Carolina. A combined program in engineering and business developed in partnership with Nordakademie in Germany. The program will give our students the technical skills of engineering, the strategic mindset of business, and a truly global perspective through international collaboration. It reflects our two institutions' commitment to preparing graduates who can innovate, lead, and compete on the world stage. We believe this partnership between the College of Charleston and Nordakademie will open doors for our students and strengthen South Carolina's role in the global economy.
Hi, my name is Stefan Wiedmann. I'm president of Nordakademie, and I'm very excited to collaborate with President Hsu and his team at College of Charleston. We bring the very well-known study system in the United States, what we have in Germany for over 200 years. So if you are interested, just let me know, write a note, and now enjoy the interview with Fabian.
Hello and welcome to the latest edition of 10 Questions With. I'm Jason Thomas, Executive Editor of SC Biz News. Joining me today is Fabian Grimm, Managing Director at Mankiewicz Group. He's here to talk about the German-American Co-op, an initiative in partnership with the College of Charleston and Nordakademie. Welcome, Fabian.
Thank you, Jason. It's good to see you. Thank you for having me today.
Absolutely. Thanks again for joining us. Hey, let's just jump right in here and start with the big picture. What is the German-American Co-op and how does it reinvent the way students learn and companies build their future workforces?
Yes, thanks for that question. So the German-American Co-op program is something that combines university studies and hands-on work experience in a very unique 3-year study program. So basically, the students will split their time between being at College of Charleston and Nordakademie and working at a company. So they normally spend about per half year, 15 weeks in the company and about 10 weeks in class. So we think that this is a really good program because you basically combine the best out of both.
Absolutely. How unique is something like this? It sounds like a really interesting program. I've never heard of something like this before.
Yeah, it's quite unique here. It's actually have been around for many decades. I don't know. I would estimate more than 50 years probably in Germany. So it's a well-proven concept. And basically, we are trying right now to establish it here in the US. We want to start here in Charleston, and we are very excited about it for many reasons. And one is that probably one of the biggest is that students will go through the program and end without any debt because the company covers the tuition fees and pays the student a salary at the same time. And students will get a degree that is internationally accepted. And we just think that that is a very unique model that has been proven successful for such a long time. And we would love to get us established here in the US now.
Oh yeah, that's a huge deal. So many, new graduates are saddled with debt from the student loans. So that's great. Let's get right to the heart of the matter. Across the U.S., companies are struggling to find skilled talent. So how does this program directly address that gap? And why is now the right time to bring the German model here to the U.S.?
Well, I think the demand for skilled job-ready talent has never been greater than right now. I mean, we talk a lot with different companies, not just in the region, and everyone is looking for skilled talents. And we think that this program tackles that gap actually right head on, because students don't wait until after graduation to basically learn how to work. They learn and work at the same time. So this special cycle builds confidence, technical skills, and they're learning about the business world at the same time. And we are making sure that the study program is matching industry needs in the best possible way. So we think that, yeah, it's a proven way to develop talent early. And it's also giving students a pathway to guarantee employability. So that's why it's such a good program to address this talent need.
Sure. We write about, manufacturing a lot, especially, automation and the digital transformation and especially AI. Just real quickly, tell me how much the manufacturing industry has changed just since you were a student and how it's not our grandfather's manufacturing anymore, right?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, I think that right now, given that information is readily available for everyone, just by pressing a button. So it's not so much anymore about knowledge. I would say it's a little bit more about basically experiences and how to interpret certain situations. And for that, you need you need to gain experience. And you would think, okay, do I need to work now 10 years to gain that experience? I don't think so. I think you just need to be exposed to many different situations. And this program is a good opportunity because you are 2.5 years roughly here in the US at your employer and at College of Charleston. But you also spend about 6 months in Germany with the Nordakademie. And that helps you to learn some intercultural skills. I mean, Germany is known for process and precision. And here in the US, companies are known for flexibility, adaptability. So I think that those, let's say, soft skills are extremely important in times when AI takes over the part of bringing knowledge, making knowledge available.
That's such a great point. We forget kind of the human element behind all this, right? So what a great way for students to be exposed to, like you said, not just manufacturing processes, but a whole new culture. So yeah, tell me, so for companies considering getting involved, what's in it for them and what kind of immediate and long-term value can they expect from hosting the German-American co-op students?
Yeah, we think that when students sign up for the program, they can be assigned to projects in the company right away. So basically, during the program, they will be rotating through different departments. And given that they are about 15 weeks or so at a company at a time, they can work in one department and really be assigned to something where they can add value. So the company has an employee right away who's highly motivated, who can jump on a project and really add some value. But also, given that they have those 10 weeks in between at the university, they learn a lot of things that they can apply right away. So for the company, it adds fresh perspectives. They basically, they can, we had this one example where I think a student learned something in operations management that she was able to apply right away to an issue where a department had problems with on-time delivery. So that's a good example where the company has a value of that knowledge that the student brings. And then, of course, the student also, because it's an investment from the company, right? And the student will commit to stay with the company for 2 years at least. And from our experience, given that within the 3 years, you learn a lot about the culture of the company, it helps bonding, and it can prevent a lot of employee turnover later on. So there are so many benefits for both sides. I really think it's a strong program. Yeah.
Absolutely. Money well spent, it sounds like. You touched on this a second ago with the AI discussion, but this program goes beyond internships and the classroom theories. So how are students contributing real value to companies from day one? Maybe expand on that just a little bit more.
Yeah. So when they join the company and they join a certain department, let's say supply chain, they are working in the department as one of the employees. So they are really working on day-to-day tasks, and they add value in that area. But what makes this program so successful is those students will change departments throughout the 3 years, and often can address interface challenges in a company better than anyone else. Because, in larger companies, it can easily happen that one department thinks the other department or should do something differently. And that student has a unique knowledge because they might have spent time in all different departments at some point and can actually help making things smoother. So that's a very, very big benefit. And then, of course, the program itself teaches a lot of theoretical knowledge that can be well applied. I mean, Nordakademie has been founded by a couple hundred different companies. And so they were able to also have influence on the program itself and what is being taught. And it's being made sure that that's in alignment with the companies. And College of Charleston, one of the oldest colleges in the United States with very close business ties, is contributing to that. So I think we have a strong concept there.
Absolutely. That's a great segue. I was going to ask, we talked about College of Charleston and Nordakademie, but what makes this collaboration, uniquely powerful for students and the industry partners? How did this collaboration come about?
It was such a cool project, I can tell you. I mean, we have some kind of a board for the president at the College of Charleston where many companies out of the region are involved. And we often talk about how we can ensure that the college and companies are working closely together, right? And not separate from each other. So once the student graduates, then the company has to kind of teach certain processes and business culture. Let's make sure we are aligned with each other. And then, so you have the College of Charleston, the traditional college, again, one of the oldest in the country and with a high academic standard. And then you have Nordakademie, who has also been around for a long time. Mankiewicz worked in Germany with Nordakademie for, I don't know, several decades. And again, they have a board of different companies, some of the largest employers in Germany. So you have two well-established colleges or schools working on a program together and have come up with this degree, which is International Engineering and Management, which teaches management skills, but also IT, obviously a lot of engineering things. So addresses topics that students can apply right away. And on top of that, sorry, I know it's a little longer answer, but I'm just excited because companies have the opportunity also to influence the program, right? So they can basically decide what projects the students are working on during their time in the company. They can assign projects. They can be a part of the program, which makes it even better. Yeah.
Very powerful. All right, we've talked about the foundation, how we got here, and everything about this program. So let's talk about results a little bit. Can you share a success story or maybe a breakthrough moment where a student made a real impact at Mankiewicz or another company?
Yeah, I think so. So we are going to kick off the first class here in April of next year, which is super exciting. And we are right now looking for even more companies to participate and students who are interested. But I have plenty of experience about my time in Germany, where again, we have a large group of students with the Nordakademie with whom we cooperated for 20 years or so. So right now you find in many leadership positions, people who graduated from this program. And we have so many cool examples where a student worked throughout their program on a specific project. And then later on, once the program is completed, maybe even work in that department and can actually also participate from the benefits of that project. So one of my favorites is again that topic of the on-time delivery, because there was this department that was struggling, the student applying operational management process ideas, increased on-time delivery, and this is money right in the pockets of the company, right? So those are the examples that I think we cannot not highlight enough. And I can go on for a long time.
Well, it, anytime you save a company money or increase revenue, I'm sure is a welcome addition. And like you said, it really sounds like these graduates hit the ground running with this knowledge that they've gained through this process and this program. And you would have to think that's an incredibly value for a potential hire or company looking to fill a role.
Absolutely. And what I love about this program as well, Jason, if you mind adding this point is, I mean, it's a collaborative effort of the employers in the region to do something for talent development. I mean, I just feel like there's a chance to implement a well-established program that the United States and Germany work together on, right? So it's cross-border. It's employers in the region trying to shape the future. And I love that idea of a cooperative approach, right? We can fight for talent and of course, to some degree, we do that. Competition is we fill the pipeline together, right? And I think that's also a cool aspect. Yeah,
absolutely. Fabian, for companies who want more than just interns, how can they actively shape student learning, influence curriculum, and tailor the program to their business needs?
So in the beginning of when we put that program together, we wanted to make sure that those things are addressed early on. You touched on AI, right? IT. I mean, that is part of the program. Soft skills is a big part of the program. And given that students are going to Germany, spend 6 months there, that's soft skills and intercultural exposure. But also, it's a technical study program, right? It's an engineering degree. So physics, math, you have those subjects addressed. And we are a region that is proud for manufacturing. And we have some large manufacturing companies here in South Carolina. And that's something that we want to hold up high. So we wanted to make sure with an engineering degree, those needs are addressed. So I feel like given that we were involved early on, helped to shape the program, and then for companies to decide also, there are certain requirements how a student needs to rotate. Certain fields need to be touched, like marketing, like supply chain. But how long in each area exactly, or what projects they are working on, that's the decision of the company. And that gives the freedom also to have a return of investment. And we worked with the colleges, employers, even government to shape a program that is affordable and shows a quick return of investment for employers. So all in all, I think it gives a lot of benefits.
All right, Fabian, looking ahead, what's your vision for the future of this program, and how can companies be part of shaping a smarter, stronger, and more skilled workforce?
I see this program becoming a recognized path in the US, offering students a debt-free education, international experience, and guaranteed employability while giving companies a steady pipeline of loyal, job-ready talent. So my vision is really to build a strong network of companies and maybe even more universities that invest together in the future workforce. I do believe it's our responsibility as employers in the region to tackle those topics. And this is a great opportunity. And I think that companies that join the program are not just filling jobs. They are basically shaping the way talent is developed for many, many years to come. And that gets me really excited. So maybe a little fun fact here. In Germany, where the model has been in place for many, many decades, actually youth unemployment has consistently been among the lowest in Europe. And I think the reason is pretty simple. Students don't graduate hoping to find a job. They basically graduate already employed, experienced, and also ready to contribute. And this program is just one part of that.
Absolutely. We hear so much about this skills gap and, with automation and everything coming along, and this program just seems like a great way to prepare students for the future, and companies will just benefit along the way, right?
Yes.
All right. Fabian Grimm, Managing Director at Mankiewicz Group. Thanks so much for joining me today.
Thank you very much, Jason, for having me. Have a great day.
You too, Fabian. For this edition of 10 Questions With, and for past editions, please log on to the SC Biz YouTube channel. Again, my name is Jason Thomas. I'm the executive editor of SC Biz News. Thanks for joining us today.